So made it to Phnom Penh around like 6 o'clock in the evening. Got a hotel just to get a little rest and got bus tickets for 2 in the morning. I'm sorry, 2 in the morning. To go bus down here to Sihanoukville, and got the tickets for the ferry, so should be heading towards the islands in the next hour or so. Alright, so here's the docks in Sihanoukville. All the boats will be leaving out of here. You'll just have to pay attention to which one yours is going to be. There will be people to ask, especially when the boats arrive. And sometimes just kind of following the crowd will help too. The boat cost is about $32, I believe, and that also included the return trip. So you've got both ways covered. And you just have to show up or give them a call before you want to go back. It is like a 45-minute boat ride, so it's not short. Now, here's the main town. This is where you're probably going to arrive when you arrive on the Koh Rong Island. It's also a good place to get food and kind of stay around for lodging. Hotels run you $25 a night, and the hostels are around $5 a night. And you'll have lots of food options, lots of like little marts to grab drinks and whatever throughout the evening. And this is where most of the people are. It's like 40% tourist, 60% local. Yeah. So it's a good mix of foreigners and locals. Now, you're going to want to rent a bike though if you're on this island, because it's pretty big and there's a lot of really great beaches that really can only be accessed by bike. And a bike's going to run you $7 to $10 a night or a day, and that usually includes gas too. So if you rent a bike, you can get out on the main road. It's really easy to access. It's a little dirt road at the beginning when you leave the town, but then becomes a nice paved road for most of the island. And you can see you've got beautiful views of the beach from the ride here, and this is the dirt part before it gets to the main paved road. There's also beaches within a kilometer of the main town, so those are even walkable if you wanted to take those options. Okay, now here's the plankton area, I think. Alright, this is the walk to Lonely Beach. All the beaches, you're going to have to park your bike 500 meters to a kilometer inland, depending, and have like a little 10-minute jungle trek before you get to the beach. The paths are always pretty clear, and some of them even have some signage to kind of give you an idea where to go, but it is kind of a cool walk to get to the beach, unless you have to bring a cooler. That wouldn't be as fun. It's mainly going to be grass or sand on the trail. Some locals will take their bikes all the way through, but some of the sand gets real soft and they really don't recommend it. But as you can see, I mean, every beach looks pretty pristine. The sand, the water, the color. This one again is Lonely Beach, which is a real nice one, a good distance away from the town. Again, really having the motorcycles the only way you're going to get to these places. There's not much for amenities around the beach. It's just very simple. but also very pretty, and the water is clear as can be. Here back at the main town, these are some local dogs playing. That was kind of neat. But you'll see even in the main town, the beach is real nice, the water is real nice. A lot of people will be hanging out in the evening or in the mornings, swimming. Middle of the day, not so much because it gets very hot and humid. But in these evenings, people will just be hanging out, having drinks, watching the sun go down. Now, as far as cost for food, you're going to be spending between $3 and $6 per meal for the basic stuff here. You can get pizza, you can get hamburgers if you want. You got tons of local food options. Lots of fresh seafood that a lot of people will be boiling and cooking right out on the boardwalk here. So if you're into seafood, you're going to get about as fresh as you can get when it comes to crab. That's a big one that they seem to be fishing. A lot of fresh fruit and coconut, so you'll get a lot of fruit options. Just make sure you wash your fruit pretty thoroughly. Same with any vegetables. Now, here you're going to get a good view of the boat dock. And then a view of what the town looks like from this little point that I am on. But you'll see that it's very small, very simple, mainly tuk-tuks and motorcycles. You don't see very many trucks or cars, but there are some on the island. But yeah, so that's a basic introduction to Koh Rong. You should probably go yourself and figure out where all the cool places are. But that'll give you an idea of what you're getting into going to the island. Highly recommended if you're anywhere near Cambodia. So thanks for tuning in. I guess like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video.